What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Calm and Chaos Podcast with your boy Trey.
It's your boy Latino.
Your boy Nemo.
And guess what? This is our first episode, y'all. That's crazy.
Number one.
Hey. Tino, how long have we been doing this?
Bro, we've been trying to do it for 2 years, bro.
Shh.
2 years.
2 years.
Crazy. We finally here, though.
We are finally here. So since we've been trying to do this for 2 years, I think I want to start telling them about ourselves. So Tino, start with you. Tell about what's your name, where you from, your marital status, or if you're single or whatever.
Man, I'm single. Nah, I was playing. Nah, man, my name is Latino. Once again, like I said at the beginning, man, I got 4 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife. Born and raised in Oklahoma City. Yeah, I do content on the side. You know, I am a content creator too, beyond this. So go ahead, talk to him. Talk to him, Key.
My name is Nehemiah, aka Nemo.
Why they call you Nemo, bro?
But anyway, I'm 23. I ain't gonna give y'all all the information just yet, cause I'm from Florida, and that's all y'all need to know. That's all y'all need to know.
Take your time, brother.
I'm going through it.
You gonna cry in the car? Go ahead. Hey, y'all. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Trey Jones. Listen, and I am 28 years old.
Damn.
It is what it is. They can laugh, whatever. But no, I'm 28. I do plays. Plays.
Come on, Tom Perry.
Come on now, you know, something like that.
I'm a deal.
Christian. Shut the hell up. No, but for real. And yeah, that's all you know.
That's it?
That's good. What I need to say?
That's good.
If I'm single or if I'm engaged.
Are you single?
No, brother, I ain't gonna claim that on this podcast. I couldn't claim that.
That's crazy. Why
They
not?
know who they are. Really?
That's crazy.
Really?
Look at me, man. I ain't saying.
Really?
Why you want to just put it out there?
What you mean? Why don't you just put it out there? I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
Why would I do that? You want me to say I'm engaged? I'm soon to be engaged. Soon to be in a relationship. It's
lying on the podcast.
I'm not lying. What you want me to say? You want me to sound married or something like that?
Are you married?
Did you read?
Yeah.
Not yet.
But anyway, you trying to be funny. You married?
I wish I would.
No, we all do. Take a moment of silence for this, brother.
For you too, nigga.
Dang.
I'm not in your situation.
That's crazy. It's still pending.
It's still
The
pending.
transaction
Pending yet
Pending
still
is
there.
crazy.
It went
But-
from approved to pending.
Okay, shut up.
That's a whole different topic.
It's a whole time. This ain't what we're talking about today.
All right, come on.
Okay, I'm gonna get there. You let me get there. I'm gonna get there. Okay. Anyway, y'all. So first of all, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. First, sorry, I'm gonna try to end it, but I'm not. I just really want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank
Bro,
everybody
you okay?
who believe. I just want to give them a thank you. Okay, first can I give God a thank you?
Go ahead.
This man shouting. Can I give God?
You start saying thank you. I see. Thank you.
Can I give God a thank you?
Thank you.
No, but for real, let me give God a thank you, y'all. And I want to thank everybody, even the haters who didn't say we could do this. We can do this because we here. All right? So, y'all, let's jump into our first topic. What we talking about today? Man, so I feel like we discussed why men can't be vulnerable. Like, why is it so hard for men to be vulnerable? So I think if y'all whoever wants to take that can go ahead and start. That's gonna be a great topic. You like you want to talk?
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Open us up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and eat off.
See, that's your problem right there. You can't be vulnerable.
Look,
What's wrong with me now?
I am being vulnerable, but sometimes you gotta respect your elders. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect your elders.
You know this one over here doing this.
Nah, look, I'm 23. 32, 28. I'm the baby.
Bro, 32 is not that old.
Anyway,
But we getting off topic.
We getting on topic. Let's stay here. No, but for real, I'll start then. Okay, so I have a question. Is it harder to be vulnerable when you're single, or is it harder to be vulnerable when you're in a relationship? Like when you fairly found somebody you really like, is it harder to be that vulnerable as a man? Like what stops you from being vulnerable? That's what I'm gonna ask you.
Man. I would say most men, that pride, man.
Yeah.
Pride. I feel like pride, so they don't. I feel like most men don't want to, like, if they say they can't make if they ain't got the funds or something like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like they be scared to let their partner know, like, hey, I ain't got this, because they feel like their partner gonna judge them or, discredit them or probably possibly leave them. that's how men think, or they feel like they ain't holding it down like they're supposed to because they can't provide the way they want to. So I feel like in that aspect, I feel like most men just kind of like that's what it's hard for them to be open about.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like, cause when you really like want to be that man, especially if you find that right woman, like that really good woman of God, you know, because we love women of God around here that can pray. So when you find that really good woman of God, it's hard because you want to be that man to match her. But it's like when you're leading, you want to lead, you want to be in front. So even when you are leading, you have to be vulnerable because you want her to be vulnerable with you.
Yeah, and it also comes down to trauma from your past.
Yeah, man, that trauma, man.
Trauma.
It's a lot. It's a lot to carry, especially when you try to open up to that person that you love so much and care so much for, and she's begging you to be vulnerable. It's hard to because you never had a father figure like that to show you how to open up as a man.
Yeah, I could speak on like father figure. Like I had uncles, and then my dad was living in St. Louis, like he was, and seeing women is different than seeing a man. Like my mother was there, and she did everything. She great, my wonderful mom, but she couldn't teach me how to be a man. She couldn't teach me how to fully love a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to. So with all of that being said, it's hard to say I don't know what I'm doing to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they expect us to, all this social media, like right now, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that showing us like what a man's supposed to be, It's like, I don't know how to be all of that for you because I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Fully. Like I had some wonderful ideas of it, but I wasn't in the household with them all the time.
Right.
So.
Nah, to piggyback off that, you're right, because I wasn't raised with a father, so I didn't have no father to teach me how to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to kind of learn myself and try to navigate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you probably can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how I feel. Like, so I can't. It's hard. So I have to figure that out myself, how to be vulnerable too.
And then not to cut you off, but I like when I met the young lady y'all trying to inspire and talk about. But when I met the young lady like that y'all talk about, before her, it was another young lady, and I just could not be vulnerable with that girl. I could not do it. It just seemed like I could. There was some always doing me like this, and it was hard for me to get there because I didn't know how. I didn't know what she wanted, and she really wasn't communicating it either. She just, but once we, I want everything to grow naturally. I want us to be friends. I'm like, okay, but what does that even look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, because as a man, we used to let's go ahead and just be together. Like, let's do it. Yeah. But now it's not always like that. But then when I started talking to this other young lady, it made her activeness in church, her activeness with God, really helped me to see me. Yeah. It really helped me know that I didn't want to lose that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose that part of me that was open. Because I could be vulnerable when God told me to be vulnerable when I'm doing plays and stuff. But to be vulnerable with a woman when it's just one-on-one was hard. Because the first thing you think about is, you know what I mean? You think like that. But it's like, it's hard when she's like, no, stop. We're not doing that. Let's talk. Right. Let's talk. Not to say, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. And it hurts because you like, dang, I don't know what I'm doing at this moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of men, we shut down easy too. Yeah. We shut down easy, bro. Like we will shut down, and they like your spouse can ask you multiple times like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" You still like, "Nah, nothing." Yeah. But you're really hurting inside, or something that is really bothering you, but you're not being vulnerable. Yeah. To let them express that to them, so they can kind of help you out in that area, or pick up the slack, or whatever they need to do to help you to better yourself, or to be open to to be vulnerable to.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot to carry, especially when you go through past experiences.
Yeah.
Of you trying to be vulnerable, and a person laughs at you for being vulnerable, cause you to shut down. So now that's a trigger for you. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot to carry for a man, but that's why I need like Christ-like brothers around us to help us break that trigger.
I'm sorry, I'm really emotional because I'm already thinking about like once you kind of get to that place of vulnerability, you don't want to lose that. Yeah. When a woman makes you want to be vulnerable with her and she provides that safeness, it's like you don't want to lose that. You don't want to not be without that. And it causes true men of God to be like, I can't live without you. I cannot be without the piece of me that says I can be vulnerable not only with you but with God. Because with me pursuing you, I've also found that I'm really pursuing the Lord. And so that's something that you don't want to lose. Not as an idol, but as a partner, as a person that you love, as a person that you connect with. It more than physical touch, more than just when it's that quality time that you got with that person.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose that.
And it's intimate.
Intimate, boy.
And it's just
Ooh.
you just sitting in
My
there,
God,
just
man.
feeling everything.
Yeah.
Just feeling everything.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
So I get when girls say, man, my man's not vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like you created that safe space for him to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that safe space, man. Hey, listen. Hold on. Wait. And I'm going to just say this. And excuse me. I hope I can say this without you being upset. I literally this young lady was on the phone and she said, you're safe with me. When she says that, as a man, I was like, oh, that's a release.
Yeah, I was about to.
Cause I had never had nobody say, I just want you to know you're safe with me.
Yeah.
And that right there was like,
Made you feel like comfy.
Like
it unlocks something. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can tell you, I can talk to you.
Yeah, I can talk to you. I can tell you
Yeah.
my mistakes and what I don't like about myself and what I do like about myself.
Mm.
And you can do the same thing. Like, I just want you to feel safe just as I feel safe. You know what I'm saying? You safe that also. You also have to create that space for her to be vulnerable and feel safe as well. So yeah.
Definitely. That's.
I just think
that was good.
Yeah, man. I didn't know.
This question is so loaded because you can pick and choose. What you want.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It can go far.
It can go far.
And it go both ways too. Like
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Yeah.
It do.
A lot of relationships fall when the partner's not being vulnerable.
That's true. That's
100%.
true. Friendships, relationships, and you really want that
Communication.
That communication, and you really want that line of communication open, and you also want to build on that friendship. You know what I'm saying? I love my relationship to start with a friend, a true friend, not just somebody I'm thinking on the back of my mind. I want this, I want that. No, a true friend. You know what I'm saying? And then let God reveal His heart to you for that person, for you. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff takes time, man. It takes
100%.
time. And like you said, it's a loaded question, and it can go both ways.
Yeah.
What makes women not want to be vulnerable?
Yeah.
What makes men not want to be vulnerable? So yeah, that's an amazing, insightful question.
Yeah.
Because I think that is joyful. But my next question, fellas, is when do you know? I don't know. This just popped in my head. So this is not rehearsed. When do you know you found the right woman to be vulnerable with? When do you know that you found the right one? Like when did it say? That's it. Like, when did it do that? I probably should. You had to edit that out.
Man.
But when did that come out? Like, when did you?
For me,
Yeah.
man, it's when she prayed over me, laid her hands
Woo,
on
my
me,
top.
prayed over me, and I'm crying like a baby. She's holding me. He's like, "Go, this is something I want to be around with for
Man.
the rest of my life."
Man.
But then you start shut down a little bit because like, okay,
Man.
I'm probably giving more than what I should be giving.
Yeah.
Is this really something I'm able to handle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tino, what you been
Nah, I mean,
Tino,
that's a good one. Man.
I'm just saying, how do you know? Like, how do you know that's the one to be vulnerable with? Like, as a man, how do you know that woman is the right one to be vulnerable with?
Man, I would say like, bro, I don't know right now, man. I'm thinking. That's good.
Okay, I'll come back to it.
Yeah, come back to it.
So, I feel like I said before, when they provide that. Whew, I'm trying. This is so hard right now.
See?
Because it's hard because, as for me right now, I'm not all the way there. So it's like, I mean, I'm there in that, but it's like the relationship isn't all the way there. But I will say this. For me, when I knew that I didn't want to be anywhere without this person, was when like I just said, like when you know you don't want to be without that. I was like, I cannot be without that. Like the prayer, the communication, the stuff that we have in common, the laughter, the fun, the long phone conversations that I never want to end. Like I just want to be around you in your presence. Like that is. And I know God is here when you're with me. Like I know God's when I'm by myself, but when you're here, I know God is here with me too.
Yeah.
And it's a special kind of feeling when you know God is in that. And when they can see you, listen to me, brother, when they can see you, not only in the natural, but in the spirit, when they can see what your flaws are and they don't judge you, they don't pick at you for them, they don't talk about you differently, don't see you differently, all that stuff, when they just see the God in you. And it's like, people like, don't marry potential, but it's like, that's what you seeing. You're seeing that, but potentially this man could be the one. Potentially this man could be this, and you're still trying to look at that woman and say, potentially this woman could be the one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think. When the woman really provides,
I would say, when like similar to what you just said, I would say more like praying and like maybe trying to bring it to you. Like, okay, I would say for example, like my wife, when I met her, she bought me a Bible. She brought it to me like, and she knew I believe in God and all that, but she brought me the Bible to make me strengthen the Word. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the Bible for you. I'm just like, oh, that was pretty dope to me. I think that made me feel like I was safe. And
I feel like for me too as well is more. Where she actually takes the time to sit with you.
Oh my God.
And listen to you, and not get annoyed with you just talking, but just rambling about anything. But she's looking in your eyes and just listening.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, the listener.
Boy.
Yeah. I like a listener.
Oh my God, y'all about to make me cry, bro. I'm over here getting emotional. I'm over here emotional. I ain't even lying. I'm over here like,
I remember the first time.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead,
bro. You say.
Go ahead.
I remember the first time.
Go ahead and finish it off.
I looked into her eyes and I cried.
You cried?
I cried. And she told me it's okay to cry. It's okay as a man to be vulnerable and cry. And it took me a while to understand that, because as a child, I was taught to be always hard, always, men are not supposed to cry.
Yeah.
So when I finally broke down in front of her, and for her to see that and accept it for what it is and not judge me, it hit different. It hit different. Now, mind you, I'm still trying to navigate how to be vulnerable, because I still haven't learned that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to. But once I get the opportunity to fully open up to the full extent, it's over.
Yeah.
I just, I'm over here just thinking, I'm thinking about God, and I'm just thinking about where, just me personally, where I've came from, not even to, be boastful, I've met a lot of women, I've met a lot of people, in college and high school, and even at work, I've met a lot of people, and they were amazing people, but there's nobody in this lifetime, that has made me feel the way this young lady makes me feel and it just, I get on y'all's nerves. I get on y'all's nerves about talking about this person.
Talk about this woman
every day, all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere. Oh, I miss her, man.
Baby,
y'all are wild boys.
I'll text you right now. But yeah, man, I honestly get where Trey's coming from. I honestly do, because that's the same way I was.
Yeah.
And kind of still is.
Yeah.
And mind you, we know my situation. Always know my situation, but there's still something in there that still learns to be more vulnerable with her. That's it. That's it, bro.
You got it, man.
It's hard because you don't really know how to, because now she's pulling more out of me than what I expected of myself.
And that's what a woman of God will do. That's what the true woman of God will do. Will pull more out of you. Dude, when I'm telling you, we'd be at IHOP and she telling me, and you doing this again, I'm over here reading this amount, and she reading into me. And I know this is Holy Spirit, because I ain't telling this girl this stuff. Yeah. And so I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Leave me alone. But when it's all said and done, I repented to God, because I had to say, God, I apologize for not talking to this woman sooner. I apologize for not getting to where you needed me to go with this person sooner. Yeah. Because had I did that, I wouldn't have been lost for so long. You know what I'm saying? And so even in the friendship, I just feel like it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to know that somebody really got you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how we're all start. You know, you start as friends first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take your time with that person, especially somebody you really trying to pursue. You take your time with that person slow. Like, ain't no we friends for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, now we're together. No.
Yeah, no.
You take your time. That's where it starts. Take your time being friends. Then whatever happens, wherever God leads you from there.
Yeah,
whatever.
man, because let God lead you.
That's it.
And that's the kicker, because you like, oh, I want to get to this right now. And it's like,
Right.
but when she tell you no, nah, not yet. She say, nah, not yet. We're not getting together yet. At first, I was like, Lord! But it's like, but God like, no, but let me lead you.
Yeah.
Let me lead you. Let me prepare you for where you're going. Because when the time you get there, you'll be ready for it.
That's it.
So it's like, it's hard to get mad at her when she's the one following God and you trying to be stuck in your flesh at the moment. So you know what I'm saying? So it's that's so loaded too. Like, how do you know that woman is the one to be running with? It's a loaded question and it's a loaded answer to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can't fully describe to you or express to you how this person makes me feel, because it's on the inside. And how even when I didn't want to, be vulnerable, I had no choice but to be vulnerable with this person, because I didn't want this person to feel like they wasn't the one, or they was left out, or God was lying to them. No, I'm gonna be that what God tells you I am. Even though I tried to deny it at first.
Yeah.
When I tried to deny it at first, I'm running. Like,
No,
oh,
this ain't true. I don't want. This isn't what I want for real. Yeah, I do a little bit.
Because it's like so many, like, man, you stop me here. Like, it's so many, but it's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna show you what it is to be a friend. I'm gonna show you what it is to be a man. I'm gonna show you what it is to lead. I'm gonna show you what it is to provide. So I feel like, if you're a man and you're out there and you have, or if you're a woman and you got somebody in your face, and if you're a man and you have somebody in your face that is trying to get you to be vulnerable, and is trying to get you to be real with yourself, stick with that person. No matter if they're saying, let's just be friends right now. You never know what God will do in that friendship.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
You never know what God will do. You don't have to, and I'm going to be honest with you, you don't have to sleep with them for them to stay. You don't have to lust after them for them to stay. What you have to do is love them.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like that's the important thing. So if you got somebody that's there, open up and watch what God will do, man. Watch what God will do.
And don't be scared to communicate.
Yeah.
A lot of men are scared to communicate.
Shoot, man.
Because they feel like the communication would be invalid.
You better let that out to your partner.
Yeah, tell them everything, little detail.
Look.
She love when I call her and tell her about my day, and I'm like,
there you go.
I had to go back to it. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back because it's the truth.
Look, the whole time, that's what he talking about. And I ain't up. You know, at the end of the day.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, I just remember missing. I miss her.
Right. This is a dedication ending.
Look. I'm just over here talking about it.
I'm really talking about you. We're watching this,
Fellas.
This is a message to you.
Calm down, fellas. Calm down, fellas.
You want to calm down?
But I'm just saying, y'all just start laughing like I just say that all the time or something.
You do.
What you mean?
Tell her all the time.
I can't even go eat without the man.
Can't use mouth when I keep saying I'll miss her.
I like being around my people.
I get it, but we know.
Hold on. How your voice changed early on?
I know you ain't talking. I just want to get back to the house. You can't even eat with us. You ready to go? I know you ain't talking. You get in the house and I was,
Listen, I get in the house talking about God. Oh, me.
damn. But before that, you was like,
Slap on the shoulder.
but no.
This nigga can't believe his partner without. Are you sure?
If
If you don't come on out this door,
I can't go to Texas.
I can't
Right.
help it. I was raised by a nurturer. It's in my instincts. My
Okay.
name, Nehemiah. It means comforter.
Oh.
My daughter named Nehemiah.
Talk to us.
Talk to us, Keith.
So of course it's in my blood. Of course it's in my blood.
Okay.
So my father overdo it because I want to make sure you
Talk to
okay
him. Talk to
as
him.
much as possible.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
want to make sure you okay as much
Let
as
him talk.
possible.
Let him
The
talk.
amount of times I put you through, you feel me? I want to let you know that I'm trying. I'm learning still. I'm still trying to process everything I can to be vulnerable, to have you feel safe again to be in my presence without feeling the type of way. And that's it. That's it. It took a lot of tears. It took a lot of these conversations with these boys.
Damn, one conversation with you.
We had more than a couple.
Okay.
We had more than a couple.
You
But
don't listen to me?
they had to drill in my brain that Nemo, you have to be vulnerable.
That's right, bro.
You have to be. It's hard, but you have to be. In order for you to have a successful relationship and to have God be present more in a relationship, you have to be vulnerable. If you're not vulnerable,
You ain't gonna have it.
you're not gonna have it.
Over.
Imagine you're not vulnerable with God.
Ooh, talk about it.
Okay.
Imagine
Oh, you
not
getting
Talk
it.
deep,
You
talk
going in
deep.
there.
Imagine
Talk
not
deep,
vulnerable with
Apostle.
God. Think about it. Imagine our relationship is like a relationship with God.
It is.
The same way you treat your relationship, the same way you treat God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're not comprehending everything and understanding your partner's point of view,
Preach.
how can you go to God and say, God, I don't understand, when you not understanding what He's giving you? It's a tough pill to swallow, but swallow it anyway. I don't care. Swallow it. Because you have to understand, your partner is a reflection of you. Y'all one. The Bible says y'all one.
Come on, Matthew.
When you're married.
When you married,
You gotta clear it
y'all
out.
one.
Exactly. Hey, disclaimer, don't
When
be
you
one
married.
before you get married.
Don't be one.
Don't be one before you
Don't be
get
one.
there. Don't be one. Be celibate.
But understand.
Don't sell a little bit, but be celibate.
Sell a little bit.
Don't sell a little bit,
But
be celibate.
You have to understand that sometimes your reflection is
Talk about that reflection.
your reflection. If you don't see God in your reflection,
Oh my God.
that you gotta do a lot of searching.
And you can't. And here's what I'm gonna say: you can't hide.
You can't.
You can't put up a facade with a true woman. Like you can't. Like she gonna see that.
She gonna see
She gonna see right through that. Cause that's the thing I even had to learn. Like, dang, I can't act. I can't pretend with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
See right through you.
I see right through
I
that
see right
trait.
through your stuff.
Man.
And
I know what you hear, Pop.
Yeah.
Ha!
But you have to
Clock that.
You have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to take it with a
You
grain
You
of
are
salt.
not about to be clocking no T on my dime. I'm just done.
He said, clock that.
Yeah, he said, clock that. Clock that. Was you there? Ah!
He been hanging out his wife too.
She was clocking that T.
He hanging out his wife. Shout out to his wife. Shout out to your
This
wife.
is very
Shout out
crazy.
to your wife.
Shout out to your
But you have to take it with a grain of salt. It's a lot to process, especially when God bless you with a God relationship. It's different. It's different when you're in a real relationship because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
and feel no conviction.
100%.
Feel no conviction.
You ain't no ties there. It's just you
just
here.
nonsense.
You can easily walk out any day, any moment.
I'm telling
You
you.
can move on out your way and
Do
move
whatever
out,
you want.
move out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
You never exist.
Yep. But now when you have God involved in the relationship,
Man, bro.
it's a different type of tea, different type of soup,
Different type of tea.
a different type of coffee. Yeah, different type of coffee. It's different because God wants more out of you, and the person you with is going to want the same out of you too as well. It's a hard process. It's tough. It's hard. But you have to sit with God and understand, God, what is your plan for me with this relationship? Is this bringing you glory, or is this pulling me away from you?
And you know what, bro? Stop right there. That brought me back to our first Bible study. Don't y'all say nothing. It brought me back
Oh, Lord.
Bird.
He ain't even doing it on podcast. Good Lord. He doing it
I
here.
can't help it.
Man.
My time with God, y'all. I can't.
Oh my God, she is my weakness.
Wait a minute now. She's my strength. Anyway.
Ooh.
You like that? Anyway.
Come on, see my strength. You better
Anyway.
clock that strength, boy.
Why is this man clocking teeth? Hey, y'all, prank me up, bro. He clocking teeth on there.
You been hanging out with him too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
He said he been hanging out.
Y'all
He
know
been
too much.
hanging out.
I'm comfortable with my man doing this, so I ain't worried about all that.
Anyway.
Y'all the one over here fussing about the clock that word.
But
Clock
anyway.
that T.
Anyway.
Clock that T. What's wrong with
They're
saying
gonna
clock
be in the
that
comments talking about why you keep talking about clock that
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by clock that T?
Exactly, like,
See, y'all want over doing all the hand motions. Y'all
playing with you. Ew.
No, I didn't even do that.
You said Nehemiah be doing this all the time.
I just said.
He's like somebody great grandma. Okay, anyway, so, but no.
He the one got the flowers on.
Hey,
Got for some shot.
because I gotta end this conversation.
Go ahead.
So,
We're coming up on the end, y'all.
yeah. Sorry. No, it's a good conversation. Anyway, let Eric get some sorry, Lord. But it reminded me of our very first Bible study when we were talking about what's dragging you away. I think we're in James. What's dragging you away? Who was in your ear to drag you away from God? And that's another thing, and I'm gonna go back to it. If something, this is how you know. This is how y'all know if something is from God. Simple, easy. Seriously, if it's dragging you away from Him, it's not Him. Because what God is, He's somebody that's gonna leave the 99 for one. So that means He's gonna come and get you. He's gonna drag you to Him. He's gonna pull you to Him. So God is not going to distract you with other things and other people. God is going to give you Him. So even when you're pursuing the woman, or even when you're letting a man pursue you, he's not pursuing you. He should be pursuing God in you. The God in you. That's who I fall in love with. The God in you. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
That's what I fell in love with too. The God in her.
Yeah, man.
When I fell in love with that,
shoot,
man.
Yeah, man. It's deep. It's real.
All right, y'all. We coming up on the end on this.
Wow.
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
I know you gonna let me end it. You gonna end it
ahead.
over there?
Go ahead, bro.
We couldn't even sulk for a second.
He just
said,
okay.
Stop! Right now. We're done. No, I'm just playing. Hey, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the first episode of the Calm and the Chaos podcast. Jordan, switch the name. It's Chaos Calm. Whatever it say.
Calm and
Now, the
Chaos.
Calm and Chaos
Calm and
podcast.
Chaos.
I'm your boy, Trayvon.
It's your boy Latino.
I'm your boy Nemo.
Hey, and we'll see y'all in the comments. Peace.
Peace.